Election officials are pleased with yesterday's voter turnout. Almost 60% of eligible voters cast their ballots yesterday. Here's Cynthia Newsom.
Now, election officials tell us that preparing for a presidential election is like preparing for the Super Bowl of elections. And like football, the day after the game, there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking going on. Call it a sign of the times. Equipment being returned to the Kansas City Board of Elections office. The presidential election is history.
For the public, the election's over. For us, it's kind of just starting.
Election officials still have 14 days to count provisional ballots for the final count. Overall, though, they think things went well, but admit there were problems, like faulty ballots rejected by tally machines.
But we did print new ones and got those out to some locations. And we're glad to say that, as far as we know, there was no location that ran out of ballots.
Long lines was another issue. Some voters waited in line for 2 hours.
You have a large sector of the voter public that only votes every 4 years. They only vote in presidential elections, so they come out every 4 years, and that swells the polls and swells the lines.
Even President Obama in his victory speech talked about ending the long lines, but McThomas says that's easier said than done.
If you could have a poll for every precinct in Kansas City, which would be 365 polls, you wouldn't have long lines. But financially, that's not feasible.
A single poll costs at least $1,500 to operate. McThomas said they'll try to find larger polling places that can handle more voters. And just in case you are wondering, the turnout yesterday was 59%, slightly less than the turnout for the presidential election in 2008. That was 67%. Cynthia Newsom, 41 Action News.